There's been a lot of problems with Craigslist lately, and the government may have the answer. Joining me is nationally syndicated radio host Spencer Hughes. Hi, Spencer.
Hey, how's it going today, Fred?
Good. I heard you today. I loved the topic about Craigslist and how you suggested that perhaps the government would now be policing your own garage sale.
Yeah, can you imagine for recalled toys and stuff? And I've got 6 kids, and I have a feeling this guy, look at this, his mouth becomes dislodged. Look at that. That's a hazard. I mean, my kids, they could hurt themselves with this thing, so I don't know.
No, the government would ban that immediately. The government would ban that immediately. You can't have that.
They can't run cash for clunkers. They can't run the smallest of projects, Fred. And now they're going to have a whole bunch of people patrolling Craigslist to see if there's any items being sold that might be a no-no on the recall list. It's crazy. How
in the world do they have the time and the resources to do something like that?
Yeah, corporate America is having to fire people left and right. People haven't had raises in years, but the government always finds a way to start a new bureaucracy and hire more people. It'd be great to be on the government payroll right now.
And speaking of that, official word today, the federal deficit is going to be $9 trillion over the next decade. That's $2 trillion more than they originally thought. So, Spencer, really, is this the best time to overhaul health care and energy?
Yeah, exactly. And let's just keep adding to the tab. It's unbelievable, Fred. This is what happens when we rely too much on the government. And I'm hoping this is a cold bucket of water in people's faces and they realize that government programs come with a cost and it's not really free money and that this is what it's going to cost. And I'm hoping in my wildest dreams that this is going to wean people off of government being the answer to everything. But that might be high hopes and wishful thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, I know people that call your show pretty much feel the way you do. But have you sensed just a change overall in the landscape of the country when it comes to health care, when it comes to continued government spending? Because now everybody's going to get taxed.
I've noticed I've always had mostly agreeable callers, and I always look for that dissenting opinion. As you know, I always go after that contrary opinion. But I've noticed that the people that agree with me even more. It's getting to the point of these town hall meetings. I'm telling you, I'm feeling that extra energy and anger and mad as hell and not going to take it anymore from people that were kind of upset before, but now they're just, with every passing day, they're just over the top angry now.
All right, let me hit this before we go real quick. We talked about it last week. Presidential panel said today, swine flu could hospitalize more than 1.8 million people. They said it's not a prediction, it's a possibility. Now, I don't know if I should be scared and immediately start wearing a mask or if this is just more panic.
It's funny you say that. My wife and I were just talking about the SARS epidemic. Remember when people were wearing masks for that? And the average person at the mall, what SARS is, they can't even identify it. And they forget that just a few years ago, the government had us hysterical about that. 522 dead Americans. I don't want to belittle that. But, Fred, out of 305 million people, it's not even a measurable statistic. And even the Spanish flu of 1918 killed 2% total of the people that were infected by it. And that's the one that they use as this great big modern model of epidemics. And it killed 2% of all the people infected.
All right, Spencer, good job as always. Really appreciate it. Love listening to you on the radio. We'll talk to you next week.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Fred.
Okay.